Eyes for Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for thawab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of paradise. Ha is for Hajj, the blessed pilgrimage. Kha is for Khatam, the seal of the prophethood given to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Da is for Deen, Al-Islam, religion with Allah since time began. That is for dhikr, remembering Allah. And Ra is for the month of Ramadan. Oh, Ramadan. Za is for zakah, to cure our greed when we give our money to those in need. Sa is for salamun alaykum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessing of Allah Azza wa Jal be upon you all. I warmly welcome you all to the program, Light of Islam. I am Hassana Ahmad Bichi. On today's episode, we are going to be discussing an educative topic, Stta Shawwal. And our guide who is going to shed more light is Sister Barakat Yakubu. But before we link you up with her, let's start with the recitation of the glorious Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أذن للذين يقاتلون بأنهم ظلموا وإن الله على نصرهم لقدير. الذين أخرجوا من ديارهم بغير حق إلا أن يقولوا ربنا الله ولولا دفع الله الناس بعضهم ببعض لهدمت صوامع وبيع وصلوات ومساجد يذكر فيها اسم الله كثيرا ولينصرن الله من ينصره إن الله لقوي عزيز. الذين إن مكناهم في الأرض أقاموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة وأمروا بالمعروف ونهوا عن المنكر ولله عاقبة الأمور. وإن يكذبوك فقد كذبت قبلهم قوم نوح وعاد وثمود وقوم إبراهيم وقوم لوط وأصحاب مدين وكذب موسى فأمليت للكافرين ثم أخذتهم فكيف كان نكير. فكأي من قرية أهلكناها وهي ظالمة فهي خاوية على عروشها وبئر معطلة وقصر مشيد. أفلم يسيروا في الأرض فتكون لهم قلوب يعقلون بها أو آذان يسمعون بها فإنها لا تعمى الأبصار ولكن تعمى القلوب التي في الصدور. ويستعجلونك بالعذاب ولن يخلف الله وعده وإن يوما عند ربك كألف سنة مما تعدون وكأي من قرية أمليت لها وهي ظالمة ثم أخذتها وإلي المصير قل يا أيها الناس إنما أنا لكم نذير مبين فالذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات لهم مغفرة ورزق كريم والذين سعوا في آياتنا معاجزين أولئك أصحاب الجحيم وما أرسلنا من قبلك من رسول ولا نبي إلا إذا تمنى ألقى الشيطان في أمنيته فينسخ الله ما يلقي الشيطان ثم يحكم الله آياته والله عليم حكيم ليجعل ما يلقي الشيطان فتنة للذين في قلوبهم مرض والقاسية قلوبهم وإن الظالمين لفي شقاق بعيد وليعلم الذين أوتوا العلم أنه الحق من ربك فيؤمنوا به فتخبت له قلوبهم وإن الله لهادي الذين آمنوا إلى صراط مستقيم ولا يزال الذين كفروا في مرية منه حتى تأتيهم الساعة بغتة أو يأتيهم عذاب يوم عقيم صدق الله العظيم.
Stta is for Salamun Alaikum. Peace be with you. Wa alaikum assalam.
Welcome back. That was the recitation from the glorious Quran. And up next on the program is the presentation of the topic Stta Shawwal. And our guide is Sister Barakat Yakubu. Let's join her.
Oh, Ramadan. That is for zakah to cure our greed. When we give our money to those in need. Stta is for Salamun Alaikum.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My name is Barakat Yakubu. I welcome you to the program Light of Islam under the topic of the month of Shawwal. Now, Shawwal is a month after Ramadan, and Shawwal starts on the day of Eid. First of Shawwal is the day of Eid after the completion of Ramadan. And Ramadan is a month where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded the Muslims to fast. As Allah said, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. O you who believe, fasting has been prescribed upon you as it was prescribed upon those before you, so that you may attain taqwa, so that you may attain God's consciousness. Allah said, Ayyaman ma'adudat. It is of a prescribed days, right? ومن كان منكم مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر. Allah said, whoever amongst you that is sick or on a journey can complete their days, their fast in the coming days, that's after Ramadan. Here we want to bring in Shawwal, Sittu Shawwal. Shawwal is a month that there are 6 fasting that is prescribed upon us Muslims to fast. It is not obligatory, but it's highly recommended. It is called Sittu Shawwal or Sittatu Sawmu Shawwal. 6 days of 6 days of fasting in Shawwal. Now, how do you? This is not like in Ramadan where it is compulsory for you to fast the whole month. It is just recommended for Muslims and highly recommended for us to fast the Sittu Shawwal. And the reward of fasting Sittu Shawwal is as if you have fasted the entire year. As if you have fasted the entire year. This is how significant it is for us to fast Sittu Shawwal. Now, should we fast? Should we pay off the fast we owe from Ramadan before we fast it to Shawwal or not? Here, there are two opinions here. But the top or highest opinion is that if you are able to pay off your debts before you fast it to Shawwal, is the best opinion, right? The reason is that some scholars or some people said maybe you might not be alive. Maybe you want to pay off, you want to fast it to Shawwal before you pay off your fast. But if death takes you away, it means you are still owing. You have not completed your Ramadan. But because obviously Sittu Shawwal is Sunnah fast, while Ramadan is Fard, right? So here we can say that you pay off your fast before you fast your Sittu Shawwal. And the other scholarly opinions is that the hadith of Aisha radiallahu anha, who used to pay off her fast a month before Ramadan. And that gives us the window that and also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَعِدَّةٌ مِنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرٍ. Allah said, pay off in the coming days. That's days after Ramadan. This day starts from the first day of Shawwal until the last day Shaban, the last day of Shaban actually, which is a day before Ramadan. This is the window that you have to pay off your missed fast during the month of Ramadan. What I'm saying in essence here is that if you want to do your sit to Shawwal before you pay off your debts, you can also do that. We have Dalil for that, which is the hadith of Aisha radiallahu anha, who would pay off her debts a month in Shawwal in Shawwal. Sorry, in Sha'ban, right? She will pay off her debts in the month of Sha'ban, a month before Ramadan. And also, another dalil is the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, "In debt to minaya min ukhar," you can pay back in the days after Ramadan. The days the scholar says starts from first day of Shawwal till the last day of Sha'ban. So these are the two dalils that we have. Either you pay off your debt, the debt you owe before you fast your Sittu Shawwal, or you can fast your Sittu Shawwal and pay your debts in the remaining 11 months. All of these opinions are okay. You're flexible too, because the reason is that Shawwal is only 1 month. Shawwal time would expire after the 30th day. You cannot get the reward of Shawwal again. So if you want to fast your sit to Shawwal in the month of Shawwal and then pay your debts of Ramadan in the other 11 months, it's okay. This way, you have not missed the reward of the Psalm of Shawwal, which the reward is huge. It's like fasting the entire year. You don't want to miss that. So you can postpone your debts until after Shawwal before you pay back. And if you can fast everything all at once, this is the best, because you are afraid that maybe you might not make it until after Shawwal. So why not you pay your debt, since the debt is compulsory on you to pay back? But Shawwal is not compulsory, it's not for. So you can take either of the options that you have on the table. May Allah Azza wa Jal, make it easy for us to pay back our debts and to also fast the Sittu Shawwal. I mean, it is fard, it is compulsory. It is commandment from Allah Azza wa Jal itself. It is um, it is compulsory for us to fast it, complete 30 days. Allah said, Ayyama ma'adudat, sorry, 29 to 30 days, depending on when the moon is sighted. If you are owing like us sisters that have that we go through our circles, if you owe like 5, 6, 4, 5 of Ramadan, it is compulsory on us to pay back this fast that we owe in the month of Ramadan. But for Shawwal, if you don't fast Shawwal, you would not be accounted for it on the day of judgment. But if you do fast Sittu Shawwal, you will definitely get your full rewards of Yom Al Qiyamah. The reward is like you fast the whole year. Allah Azza wa Jal make it easy for us to fast, to pay back our debts, and also not miss this great bonanza of Sittu Shawwal, 6 days of fasting in the month of Shawwal.
Is for Shams, the shining sun, which Allah placed for everyone.
Welcome back. That was the presentation of the topic Stta Shawwal by Sister Barakat Yakubu. Still on the program is the Women and Good segment. Let's join them.
Is for Shams, the shining sun, which Allah placed for everyone.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our viewers, I'm sure you've stayed glued to the station. Is it still on the same episode we are talking about spiritual growth and religious expectation? How do we balance our life and yet still achieve a beautiful reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And still with me here is Ajia Bilkisu. Now, we've been having this interesting discussion because I'm really noting it. Many mental notes for me. But yes, a lot has been said, our intention, we need to prioritize and all that. But it's been said generally that we don't just act. It's coming from somewhere. Before we act, there must have been a thought, it must have made us feel in a certain way, and then we'll act. So as a Muslimah, how does this matter? Or does it really matter anyways?
Absolutely, it matters. That's why we always speak about intention and the popular hadith you spoke about in Namal A'mal bin Niyat. So making intentions brings us to our conscious mind. Science and research has said that we use only 5% of our conscious mind because what we are always thinking. As I'm talking now, you're listening to me, but something else is going on in the background in our heads. Even in my own head that I'm talking, something else is going on in the background. So because we're always thinking, some research will say 2 million bits of information comes at us at every given time. Some they say the human mind thinks up to 70, some 90,000 thoughts a day. So our thinking is always overwhelming us. And these thoughts comprises of not just what is happening at the moment, but everything that has happened in your entire lifetime. It's been stored in the subconscious mind. So it dictates the way we behave. So once we are not intentional, because the thoughts creates how we feel, no doubt about it, and how we feel determines how we behave. But Allah has given us free will between our feelings and behavior, where we make choices. And that is where our consciousness is. So this consciousness of Allah that we want to attain, that we keep saying it with our mouth, we have to learn to notice our thinking. And as we are noticing our thinking, that little few seconds that Allah has given us the ability to make a decision, that free will to make choices, you can just ask yourself some powerful questions. What can I do at this moment that is most pleasing to Allah? How can I renew my intention on what I'm doing? Like the way you said, sometimes you're in the kitchen, you're so angry, and you have to remember, Lillah, Lillah, I'm doing it for the sake of Allah. Then it will bring you back.
Yes.
But to be able to do that, you must learn to do your ibadah based on love. Love of Allah.
Allah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu
Because
Akbar.
once you feel, of course, the movement is between love and fear,
Yeah.
hope and hope.
Yes.
And once we fill our heads with fear and anxiety, it takes away space of creativity for us to have that love or create options for us in our lives
Okay. Okay.
to be able to achieve the ibadah we would want to.
So, Jazakillah khairan. You heard what she said. Human beings don't just act. It's coming from somewhere. For every little thing we do in our lives, it's coming from somewhere. So she's encouraging us to fill that tank of our thoughts with the good ones, with what would Allah want me to do. We should pause, like, ask yourself, me, Mariam, what would Allah want me to do in this situation? That's where lies our powers, right? Between an action or something that is done to us or on us and our response to it. That's where lies our power. When we are making our choices in life, let's be sure we make the right choice. Right choices as Muslims, anyways. Asking, what would Allah want me to do? But while we were talking about this dua, yes, we make a lot of dua truly, but we already be clouded by our pains and our perception of the whole thing, so we don't even see it that it's been answered. And then I began to think as we were talking that isn't it that maybe gratitude is also missing or lacking in our lives? Because when we see and appreciate and thank Allah for the little things, even when the big things come, it will be so beautiful in our eyes. Or what do you think?
Absolutely. Gratitude is the mother of all virtues. Once you do not have gratitude, you will not see anything going on well for you. Subhanallah. لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. Once you're grateful to Allah, He will increase you in whatever you want. But again, we mostly focus on what we don't have and our pains. In fact, even me that I'm talking now is a reminder to me first than anybody else. Yeah. We can learn to inculcate gratitude by shifting our focus to what works for us. Because most of the time when we make the dua, we are stuck in the end result we want. No. Not even now. The outcome we have envisioned in our minds. Yeah. And Allah might not answer our dua in that way. Yes. So because we're stuck in that outcome we've envisioned, we fail to see the blessings and how Allah is answering our du'as. And He has told us every dua, He will answer it. He is closer to us than our jugular veins. Allahu Akbar. Allah is very close to us. Very, very close. Because He said it. It's one verse that I love so much. Because Allah was very explicit. It said, when they asked me about you, I was talking to Rasulullah, when they ask you about, tell them, فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ. Just like you said, Allah said He's very close. But the only thing that is required of us is we should obey Him, and then you should just have trust in Him that Allah suffices. And Alhamdulillah, I'm sure if I should leave you to keep discussing this, we'll be here, another episode will come. We really want to appreciate you. On this note, I want you to just give us one or two words. I know you have a lot of gems you've dropped for us already as a parting shot on this topic, spiritual growth and religious expectation. How do we balance our lives with it? Parting shots. My dear sisters, pray to Allah to put barakah in everything we do.
Allahu Akbar.
Because once there's barakah in it, you wouldn't even realize the difficulty in it, or you'll do something very small and the reward, the ripple effect.
She said one thing, that Allah is al-Wadud Himself, is the origin of love. But we should also seek to do our ibadat with love and yearning to get or achieve Allah's love, so that He loves us in return and our life is beautiful.
With the Women Angle segment, we come to the end of this week's episode on the program. Do join us next week, same time, same station. I remain Hassan Ahmad Bichi. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you all.
And Qaf for the Quran, the book of God. And Ka is for Kalima, a word we're taught to teach us what is good and what is not. And La is for the beginning of La ilaha illallah. Ma is for the messenger Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Allah.